Hello, my name is Eric. At the end of last year, I was given plenty of opportunity to reflect on my musical interests. Not only how they shaped me as a person, but how my friends and family influenced what I listened to. And it wasn't just a matter of, well, we like rock and roll in this family. There are certain bands and certain genres that I can directly point to a good friend or a relative and say, this person introduced me to this band. And as I thought further, I realized just how much of that had shaped who I am today. Now, we're all the sum total of our experiences with the people around us. If that's the case, then here I would like to show you what the equation was. Through the musical interests of my friends and family. Welcome to Songs of My Family. This is going to be a once a month project, so of course we're going to start with January. I randomized 12 people, either family through blood or marriage, or very close friends who've practically become family. Month 1 belongs to my dear sainted mother, Susan. Now, there's a lot I could say about my mother. She's my mother. That kind of give birth to me sort of thing, responsible for my very existence, etc., etc. But, of course, we're focusing here on the music. And when we're asked for an album that for me to listen to, she gave me Dusty in Memphis by Dusty Springfield. Dusty in Memphis was released in 1969 in an attempt to revitalize her career. It was not initially a success. Given, however, that it is one of the most lauded albums of all time, makes many best albums of all time lists, it's easy to say that history vindicated it. Now, how did I feel about it? Well, it's a great album. I'll warn you right now, don't expect music criticism from me. This is more how this sort of thing made me feel. But I can't deny that it was an excellent album. I'm very attracted to female vocalists. As some come to mind right now, but hearing her powerful voice, she has this amazing range and this amazing ability. And it's also the sort of thing I probably would have never listened to. Now, everyone's probably heard the one song, Son of a Preacher Man. But if you're not familiar with her, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Listening to the album, there's maybe one or two songs that are not my favorite. And I have to say my favorite isn't the song everyone knows. Given it thought, I'd say my favorite song off of it is Don't Forget About Me. Now, having just covered the album a little bit, I'd like to say how it relates to my experience, my relationship with my mother. I don't know if anyone sets out to become a quote-unquote strong woman. But I do know that my family was full of them. I have 3 sisters. The influence of my mother. I have grandmothers, including my maternal grandmother, all of which were a powerful influence on me. And I can't help but think of that when I listen to an album like this. Here's, do I think Dusty Springfield set out to become this iconic female vocalist? No, I probably would just set out to make the best music she can make. But in the process, the end result was becoming this powerful songstress. And I can't help but think of the influence that the women in my life, and definitely including my mother, brought to me. I would be a very different person today. It's impossible to deny it. My devotion to social justice was fueled in part by seeing the inequality and seeing my mother confront this sort of thing. And it's something I can't ignore, and I think I'm a better person for it. So, thanks, Mom. So this is my first episode of Songs of My Family. I hope you've enjoyed a little brief blurb and brief slice into my life and how my mother influenced it. Next month is actually going to be my brother-in-law Scott's album. So, I'll see you then.